Maintenance of record and registers of Gram Panchayat.
Come Vande, it's time to go to school.
Yes, Nanni, I'm coming. Nanni, do you know that yesterday the teacher came to my house to meet my father? He was asking my father to submit copies of Alia Didi birth certificate, Aadhaar card and ration card and to fill a form in the school.
Form? What form, Vande?
Oh Nanni, don't you know? Elections are going to be held in few months and Alia Didi is turning 18 in few days.
Yes, and after turning 18 years old, one must vote.
Yes, that's why the teacher said that after making sure all the information is correct, we should fill the form appropriately and note down all the information in the register.
Yes, Vande. This is record of all the information in the register is kept in registers, make it easy to collect data.
But Nanni, I have one question in my mind. Would a Sarpanch uncle also collect our data?
Yes, absolutely. First and foremost, the self is passed in Gram Sabha and after the resolution for starting the work is passed in Gram Panchayat, a working committee is formed. An estimate of the work is made to keep in accounts of all the works done.
Yes, I know that all the institution in the Panchayat has to maintain register, accounts, cash books and other records compulsorily to keep the accounts of their institution. The representatives should be aware of the kind of registers which are maintained at the Gram Panchayat level and their importance.
Oh wow, Vande, you know everything. Will you now give all the information regarding this to our villagers too?
Yes, I will tell you all about it today. Not only this, but also about other records and registers of Gram Panchayats.
Yes, Vande will explain it all. But before we start the session, you should all give a round of applause.
Now you guys can comfortably settle down. We need your full attention. You can write down any questions and at the end of the session, we will answer each and every one of them. Now listen carefully.
The tenure of a Panchayat is of 5 years. But with proper maintenance of records and registers, we can get information about the activities done by them in those 5 years forever. These records and registers are a kind of government documents. It is these records and registers which play an essential role in the decision regarding any suit. Elected officials and employees are often suspended and removed from their post due to failure to maintain these records. Such a suspension not only results in them losing their post but also tarnishes their social and political image.
Vande, this means all the participants must make a list of their work, failing which they can be expelled from their post.
Yes, therefore the elected representatives and employees of the Panchayat should be serious about the maintenance of the records of their organizations.
This means that the draft of assessments and inspection report is based on information and records provided by the controlling officers of the Panchayat.
Yes, Nanni. For instance,
the following registers are prescribed by the state government for the smooth functioning of their work and so that the records of the Panchayat can be read correctly. Incoming register. An account of the letters received in the Panchayat for communication purposes. Outgoing register. To record postal arrangements, work or action related details and decisions sent from the Panchayat to various departments, persons and police stations. Stock register. For details of the materials purchased and consumed by the Panchayat. Income received register. Project-wise amount received, source of receipt, expenditure, voucher details will be recorded in this register. Namantar register. The details of being entered and verified in the Namantar register are written in this. Development work, utility and completion certificate register. records of the complete certificates of doing various types of developmental work like construction of school building, dispensary building, drains, Kharanja, CC Road, Mahatma Gandhi MGNREGA, planning, construction work, etc. will be kept in this register.
Okay, Vande, have the accounts of our villages also been included in these records?
Yes, Nanni. The account of all activities in a village is included in the register. For example, the report of the school built by the Gram Panchayat must have also been filled in the register.
In the letter from the Principal Secretary, it has been stated that all the records of the Gram Panchayat remain in custody of the Secretary. In the Panchayats, the work of secretaries is taken from the Gram Panchayat officers and village development officers. The responsibility of maintaining the records of the Land Management Committee rests with the accountant of the area under the jurisdiction of the Gram Panchayat. Every employer shall maintain registers and records of the employees employed by him. It shall include details such as the work performed by him, wages paid to him, receipts, and other particulars as may be determined, the record of which is to be kept in the register. Every employer may employ workers in a factory, workshop, or scheduled employment where it is necessary to determine the location. In such a manner, in the case of workers outside the factory, workshop, or place, the prescribed form of the prescribed particulars may be used to give them work notice. In accordance with rules made under this Act, in respect of the pay books or wages of employees employed in any scheduled employment, entries shall be made which will be authenticated by the recruiter or his agent in such pay books or salary slips. The account of the same is also kept in the register.
The Gram Panchayat Secretary maintains the records at the Gram Panchayat level, measures the land used in the development of the village, and collects its entire records in his register.
This means that all the activities of the village would have been collected in the records?
Yes, the Panchayat has a village family register for recording details of all the families of the village.
The entries in the family register prepared under Sub-Rule 1 shall be revised at the end of every calendar year. All entries related to births, deaths, and marriages in the previous year, that is, up to 31st December, will be made in the register. No change shall be made in records without the certificate or any attested evidence from the concerned member of the elected area of the Gram Sabha. In the case of partition in the family, the section will be recorded in the family register only when the head of the family applies for it and the Gram Sabha takes a decision regarding it by passing a resolution by a majority in its general or special meeting.
That means that all the ceremonies and marriages in our village would have been registered in the Panchayat?
Yes, Danny, all the activities of our village are included in the register.
But Vande, why is such records needed?
Nanni, it is needed so that information related to birth, death registration, family register, booklet related to income expenditure of Gram Panchayat, bills, vouchers, register of proceeding of Gram Panchayat and Gram Sabha, asset register, action plan for Panchayat development plans can remain available in future also. Apart from this, a notice board will also be put up to record, facilitate an understanding of how much work Panch did during the tenure.
Yes, like the Gram Panchayat, if a person wants information regarding any scheme, he can get a lots of information through the register.
Exactly, Nanni. Similarly, registration of birth and death is necessary because
by recording the birth and death, information like name, family relation, place of birth, etc. can be obtained for making a person's identity ration card. A birth certificate is required for taking admission in school, getting employment, making a driver's license, and legal proceedings. This certificate is required for the settlement of ancestral property and payments like insurance, pension, etc. Death records and information and data related to death are necessary to assess the prevalence of epidemics, infectious diseases, and to plan to prevent them. Records of death are used to determine the time and date of death and to verify the fact so that deceased may be freed from social, legal, and official obligations. Suppose the birth and death have taken place in a government or private hospital, nursing home, or medical institution. In that case, the institution has to give the information of such births and deaths for updating the concerned register within 21 days.
Moreover, the place for registration of births and deaths is also fixed.
That place depends on the birth and death of the person.
The place where the birth or death took place must be registered with the local registrar of that area. If the birth or death took place in a rural area, then registration will be done in Gram Panchayat. If it occurred in an urban area, then registration will be done in the concerned Nagar Panchayat, municipality or municipal corporation, etc. Suppose the birth or death took place in a hospital. In that case, the hospital administration will send the information to the nearest local registration body for the purpose of registration.
Well, Nanni, do you know who are required for registration of births and deaths? Will it depend only on the family member? And what if there is no member in the family?
Yes, Vande, I know who is required to get the birth and death registration and the fee to be paid to the authority for getting the registration done.
People who are required to register birth and death. Head of the household, immediate relative of the headman who is present in the house, or in his absence another senior adult male. The physician working in the hospital, health center, maternity or nursing home. There shall be a jailer in case of death or birth in jail. Medical officer in charge of any other health institution. Authority for registration of births and deaths and fees payable. If not registered within 30 days of birth or death, will be registered after paying late fee of Rs 2. If the birth and death information is given after 30 days but within 1 year, the late fee of Rs 5 will be payable. Suppose information is not registered within 1 year. The concerned district registrar will send the matter to the magistrate of the first class to verify the facts of the birth and death. After that, it will be sent to a magistrate of the first class who will register him on payment of a late fee of Rs 1.
Remember Vande, we went to Munia Kaki's marriage a few days back. Did you know that the marriage is also registered?
Yes, I know, but the villagers do not. You explain to them why they need to register a marriage and why it is important.
Yes, marriage registration is important because a marriage certificate is legal proof of marriage. Also, it helps in getting all the legal rights and benefits related to it.
Yes, the teacher in the school had told us the marriage can be registered under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 or the Special Marriage Act 1954. The Hindu Marriage Act applies only to Hindus, while the Special Marriage Act applies to all citizens of India.
Yes, you are right, Vande. And for this, it is necessary to have some documents.
Crucial documents required to register a marriage. Application signed by husband and wife. Certificate of age or birth. Residential certificate of the place where the girl lived before marriage. wedding photograph, invitation letter, or a certificate issued by the priest if the marriage took place in the temple. If married to a foreigner, a no objection certificate by the embassy of his or her country is required. Passport size photographs of husband and wife. These photographs are to be pasted at the designated place in the application form. Photograph at the time of marriage. A photograph of marriage is required to be attached with the application form. The photo with the garland can be the relevant photo. Suppose either the wife or husband is a widow or widower. In that case, they have to attach a self-attested copy of the death certificate of their former spouse along with the application. Suppose the wife or husband is divorced, then they must present the divorce decree of the competent court to the applicant. Signatures and addresses of the two witnesses are required to be given in the application form. Submission of documents. Fill the prescribed application form carefully. Attach the documents mentioned above and submit it to the concerned department of the municipal corporation or municipality or Gram Panchayat of your area, whichever is suitable for your scenario. The registrar examines the facts given in the application from the records, and if satisfied with them, he issues the marriage certificate to the couple within 15 days. If the registrar's requirements are not met, he can record the statement of witnesses and call the Pandit and order him to record his message. The registrar issues the certificate only after the marriage has taken place. The registrar cannot refuse to register the marriage, but will ask the couple to produce necessary documents if not attached to the application form. The registration will be done in the urban institution or village panchayat of the same city or village under whose jurisdiction the marriage is solemnized. Registering in another village is illegal. The registrar is responsible for rectifying any mistake in the marriage certificate. The registrar will receive only ₹100 from the couple as the registration fee.
Marriage registration also has many benefits.
What kind of benefits, Nanni?
Benefits of marriage registration. This certificate certifies the relationship between husband and wife. Helpful in getting a passport of the husband or wife. If the husband is a citizen of another country, then the wife also gets citizenship of that country. It helps the wife in claiming her rights after the husband's death. If the wife's name has changed after marriage, with the help of this certificate, she can get her new name registered in all her records.
There are also several fines and punishments under the Section 16 Acts on the Registration of Marriages on the following basis.
If any person voluntarily contravenes Section 7 or does not register the marriage, if the person or the registrar gives wrong information in the memorandum sent for marriage registration, the following punishment may be offered. Amount of penalty and fines. If any person willfully does not give information according to Section 7 or gives false information, in that case, if convicted, he can be fined ₹200. According to Section 17 of the Marriage Registration Act 1996, if the registrar of the marriage does not file any memorandum, he shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment up to 3 months, or with a fine which may extend to ₹500, or with both the fine and imprisonment. If any person mutilates or destroys the register of marriage registration, he shall be punished with imprisonment up to 2 years, a fine, or both. If a person has made a mistake under this act in good faith, he may be pardoned.
Vande, do you understand this now?
Yes, and our villagers must have understood this too. If you have any questions in your mind, please do ask.
Let's go Vande. We will meet again in the evening, and there is lots of other information which the villagers need to be told and made aware of.
Well, Nanni, our villagers listen very carefully and they will receive all the other information in the same way. You guys don't go anywhere. Nanni and Vande have a lot to talk to you about. Nanni, did you know that today the police came to the neighboring village?
Yes, Vande, I heard about it. People were saying that Dhabiram, the contractor, has committed some fraud in road construction.
Yes, I went there. It was very crowded. Sarpanch Kaka was also there. He had a measurement book in his hand, which he was showing to the police. After seeing the same measurement book, officer filed the FIR.
Measurement book? What is this measurement book that Sarpanch Kaka was showing to the police? Why did he even need a book in such serious condition?
Oh Nanni, the measurement book is not just any book. It is a crucial booklet of the Gram Panchayat.
Vande, tell me about it in detail. I heard many people talk about the booklet today. Chutki and Tijia were also talking about it, but they do not know much about this booklet.
Yes, I will tell you all about the measurement book.
Yes, I will listen carefully, and so should you people too.
First of all, let me tell you all about the measurement book that Sarpanch Kaka was showing to the police.
A measurement book or MB is made to maintain every construction work. This manual is also known by many people as the MB book. The format of this booklet is based on the guidelines set by the Central Public Works Department. Maintenance of measurement book is essential for all types of construction work, whether it is construction work of a road or any building. A measurement book is a small notebook. It is generally 15 to 20 cm long and 10 cm wide and usually contains 100 pages. However, there is also a measurement book of fewer pages than this.
So, is the measurement book made only for keeping records of account, or does it have other function as well?
No, Nanni, it has many other uses too. Listen carefully.
This document is used for many purposes, which is why it is kept with great care. In this booklet, the record of each construction work is written in simple and clear words. Its importance can be gauged from the fact that this booklet is also brought before the court in case of any dispute, irregularity or corruption, etc. Whatever works are executed, their complete details, such as when the work was done and how much wages and construction material were spent on it, full details of how many days the work lasted, etc. are recorded in the MB.
Now I am beginning to understand a little. Vande, but my question is that there are different types of work in the village and records of all kind of construction works need to be kept. How is the measurement book prepared for this?
Some precautions are taken while preparing the measurement book to help maintain complete record of all transactions related to the development works in the village.
The entries in measurement book are made in the following ways. Maintenance of the measurement book is essential for keeping records of all types of construction works. Therefore, some things should be kept in mind while preparing this booklet, such as generally, a measurement book with details is not required for construction works costing less than 3 lakhs. Such works only have job level-wise entry in the measurement book. If any construction work costs 3 lakhs or more, it is recorded in the measurement book in detail. The measurement books of the technical assistants are countersigned by the junior engineer. Similarly, measurement books of the junior engineer are countersigned by the assistant engineer. All measurement books countersigned by the assistant engineers are again countersigned by the executive engineer concerned. All measurement books get as it is issued by the executive engineer concerned to the secretary of the Panchayat for further dispatch to the technical assistant or junior engineer. All the measurement books related to the Panchayat are numbered as soon as they are received by the secretary. Name of the technical assistant or junior engineer shows the serial number in each register to which it is issued by its secretary, himself, or by the officers under him in the office of the Panchayat concerned by it. Date of issue and the date of its return is to be indicated in the measurement book. Before any measurement book is put into use, its first page bears the signature and stamp of the secretary along with the date.
There are many things to be kept in mind while filling the entries in the technical measurement books. A representative should be aware of this.
Yes, Nanni. While filling the entries in the technical measurement books, the following should be kept in mind.
Keep these points in mind while filling the entries in the technical measurement books. Measurement books can be written only by the person who has been authorized by the government. It is the responsibility of the technical staff to write it. Full name of the work should be written in the same way as it is written in the acceptance letter. Names of the Gram Panchayat in which the work is being done, local body, department, etc. should be clearly written. Name of the agency doing the work, date of completion of work, or muster roll number indicating the date of completion of work. Work measurement date. If work has already been measured, records of past dates. Measurement sheet of work and a full summary of the assessment. All entries in the measurement book shall be made and care shall be taken that the handwriting is neat. No page or row should be left blank while filling the measurement book. If any page is left blank for some reason, then an X mark should be made in ink on that blank page. Work should be metered and recorded within 15 days of completing the construction work or during the construction work. After filling the MB completely, it is sent to the accounts officer along with the complete pass order documents. Once the pass order is placed, the work is paid for.
This means technical standards are in a form of a document. Technical measures introduce uniform engineering standards, methods, processes, and practices which provide consumers efficiency and other benefits.
Yes, any technical system, process, service, or product is defined as an essential parameter called technical standard, which is kept as a document.
Yes, I know that. My father once told me that only village panchayat level officers can issue muster rule according to the work and demands to increase the employment in the village.
Yes, Nanni. The muster roll issued from Panchayat Samiti under Mahatma Gandhi MGNREGA till date will now be available only at the village panchayat. With this, in effect, not only will workers get employment on time, but also the assistants will no longer have to run to the Panchayat Samiti for the muster roll.
Muster roll. In case of execution of construction works of Panchayat by daily labourers at departmental level, secretary or any other official under him shall maintain the roll in a proper format. The concerned Panchayat, the concerned district, Panchayat officer or the program officer can obtain the muster roll format from MGNREGA. according to its requirement by putting in its demand. The Secretary of the Panchayat shall issue attendance roll to the technical officer or the committee carrying out the construction work. The Panchayat Secretary shall maintain the muster roll register for issuance of muster roll. In case of construction work done by daily labourers, the person in charge of the construction work shall maintain the muster roll. All payments shall be made after the muster roll is passed by the Secretary of the Panchayat. Receipt of the wage earner will be obtained at muster roll. At the Panchayat level, the muster roll register will be prepared by the Panchayat Secretary or assistant. Every muster roll received from District Panchayat Officer, Program Officer, MGNREGA, or Block Development Officer will be entered in the muster roll register. The work for which the muster roll will be issued will also be recorded on the muster roll register by the Panchayat Secretary or Panchayat Assistant. On completion of any muster roll, after its entry, the register will be kept in the Panchayat. For approved works under the schemes other than the National Employment Guarantee Scheme, muster roll will be issued by the Panchayat staff. On completion of any muster roll, after its entry is made, the register shall be kept in Panchayat. In addition to the National Employment Guarantee Scheme, muster rolls shall be issued by the Panchayat itself for the works approved under other schemes.
Okay, Vande, tell me, what is the importance of muster roll registers? Does it also tell anything about capital and cost?
Yes, these registers tell a lot about capital and cost. They are also helpful in dealing with various types of transactions and frauds. Did you know that muster roll itself is like written proof and it is even valid in court proceedings?
Significance of the muster roll register. Information on capital and cost. Record of various transactions. Protection from frauds. Written proof. Useful in court-related works. Profit and loss assessment. Comparison can be made with past expenses. Selection of options. Knowledge of the economic situations. Clear transactions. Importance of the muster roll register. Detection of capital or cost. The most significant advantage of making muster roll registers is that all the money invested in assets such as machines, buildings, or other development work can be accurately tracked. Means of remembering various transactions. Gram Panchayats do many types of construction works, which means they have to do many kinds of transactions. Memorizing them is not easy, so keeping every transaction in writing gives us all the information about them. Protection from the deception by employees. What kind of disturbances occurred during the development works of Panchayats? When and how did the disturbances occur? The answer to many such questions is found in the muster roll register. This register is helpful in an investigation. Written proof. The muster roll register acts as a written proof of every work done by the Panchayat, and with the help of this, Panchayat employees can be kept under surveillance. Useful in court work. If there is any problem and if the matter has gone to court, this register is valid there. The court takes the data written in the record very seriously. Assessment of profit and loss. How much loss has been incurred by the Panchayat, in which construction or development work, or how much profit has been made from construction work. The muster roll register also provides this kind of information. Comparison with previous expenditure. Whether more or less money has been spent on the development work done this time as compared to previous times can also be known from this register. Selection of options. The muster roll register can help us know the expenditure incurred in development works. With this information, we can assess the option can be beneficial for which work. Knowledge of economic situation. Muster roll registers can be studied to find out which Panchayat is economically prosperous. The development works are directly related to the prosperity of the village. Clear transactions. To keep the transactions transparent, the records must be appropriately maintained. Therefore, the muster roll register helps to maintain the transparency of transactions. Gram Panchayat Stock Register. Stored when received shall be immediately entered in the stock register after verifying the quantity, calculations, etc. At the end of any day's entry, the authorized officer will give a certificate to the effect that the store has received the goods in proper condition. Deficiency, if any, shall be indicated in red ink. The correct indent kept in the store and written order will be issued, and the same will be entered in the stock register.
Vande, tell me about this in detail.
Yes, Nanni, listen carefully to what I am going to say now. Nanni, did you know that the Labour Welfare Board has taken strict steps for transparency in various schemes run for construction workers? The headquarters has issued orders for physical verification of the applications received under these schemes.
No, I had no idea about this. Vande, can you tell me more about it?
Yes, Nanni, the Labour Welfare Board has taken strict steps for transparency in various schemes run by the construction workers. For this, the headquarters has now issued order for physical verification of the applications received under these schemes. The amount will be released to the beneficiary only after the report of the concerned labour inspector.
Physical verification. Physical verification of all the goods will be done by the head of Gram Panchayat at least once in 6 months and in the month of April every year. The result of verification will be recorded in writing. Along with verification, details about the physical condition of the goods will also be given in April. Any surplus taken into account shall be treated as excess receipt, and shortfall shall be marked on the stock registered in red ink. The cost of shortfall shall be recovered after due scrutiny under the orders of competent authority. The items of store goods that are rejected shall be immediately disposed of by auction or by writing it off with the approval of the concerned authority.
How is everything recorded in the stock registers?
Stock register records everything systematically, such as date, details, current stocks, inflows, etc.
How are systematic records of the stock panchayat helpful? Bande, can you explain this in more detail?
Yes, Nanni, listen to me carefully.
Stock register of Gram Panchayat. Details of store goods, when received, shall be immediately entered in the stock register after verifying the quantity, calculations, etc., and then stored. At the end of any day's entry, the authorized officer will give a certificate to the effect that the store has received the goods in proper condition. Deficiency, if any, shall be indicated in red ink. Proper indent kept in the store, and written order will be issued on the issue, and the same will be entered in the stock register. Like every government institution, the Gram Panchayat also maintains its stock register. It is mandatory to have some things in the stock register of Panchayats. These include date, description, existing stock, input, utilization, unused stock. Let us understand this in detail. Date. The date on which new goods were purchased in the Panchayat should be clearly written. Description. Brief information should be provided about what was purchased, from which place, the name of that material, etc. for development works. Existing stock. It should be mentioned whether the type of material which has been purchased is already stored in the Panchayat. If found, the number of those items shall be clearly mentioned in the stock register. For example, if the Panchayat has ordered stationery items, then the number of stationery items which are already present in the Panchayat should also be mentioned. Input. The number of quantity of material which has been ordered by the Panchayat should be written in the register like 10 fans, 5 coolers, etc. Utilization. The amount of material which is being used out of the total material ordered. Unused stock. Such stocks which were ordered but are not being currently used. Special. It is necessary to write about the information related to material such as the expiry, damage, etc. The signature of the head should be on the paper on which record of the goods being damaged are maintained.
Yes, in this way, the record of all the stocks can be kept very easily. But Bande, tell me, what is the other advantage of writing everything in these registers?
Nanni, there are many other benefits of writing the stock register. The resources are fully utilized by writing them on the register. Moreover, selecting which goods are required for which work is also made easier. These registers play a significant role in carrying out development works, and keeping the records improves quality. Let me explain this to you in detail.
There are many benefits of stock register, such as full utilization of resources, selection of resources, assistance in development work, improvement in quality, curbs unnecessary use of resources, proper record of resources, helpful in making plans.
So, did you understand now, Nanni?
Yes, I understood that all the workers would benefit from this. Now just tell me, all the villagers must have understood this now? If you have any question, feel free to ask.
Yes, you should ask all questions. It is our duty to provide you with all the information and to achieve your crucial participation.
Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.